Hello, everybody. This is the last cast with Stefan and Kevin.
Hello.
This is episode 7, I believe. Yes, it's been a while. We need to publish this in. It's coming. It's been a long week. We're recording late. It's Tuesday instead of Sunday. I had stuff going on the weekend. My bad. And
It's all good.
so hopefully we'll be back normal. Hopefully next week. But as we start every episode, what have you been playing, watching, etc.? Kevin.
Mostly watching this week. Saw 2 movies.
One of them is topic of the week.
Yeah, one of them topic of the week, Mad Max. We'll get to. It's epic. The other, saw Pitch Perfect 2.
I still want to see that.
Yeah, it's good. It's really funny. I thought it might even be funnier than the first one.
Very nice.
But some people disagree with me, but I thought it was great.
Girlfriend.
hilarious.
Girlfriend.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't trust her judgment, because what movie was it that she didn't like?
She doesn't like a lot of movies.
It was like a movie. I was like, how? And you were like, how? And we're just couldn't comprehend this.
Yeah.
But
she hated Birdman, I know.
oh god, that hurts me. I love the Birdman. Oh well. Alright, we digress. What is nothing playing? Anything?
No, I haven't really played games this week, honestly. Started the job.
How's the job going?
It's alright.
That's kind of depressing.
Well, I'm an intern, so it's kind of bitch work at this point.
Alright, I'll get better. As for me, of course, I watched Mad Max. The hell else did I watch? Fuck, I don't even remember what else I watched. It's been a long week. I don't remember what else I watched. I'm sorry.
Did you go to movies this week besides that?
I saw Mad Max, and I think that's it. It's been a rough week, man. I'm tired. I played Witcher 3 though. I got that.
Yeah.
I've been hurting that today. I play that a lot today. It's really good. Like
Similar to 2, or
it's
a lot
like
different?
2, but more open world.
Mm.
So it's more questing. The worlds are way more huger than the first one or the second one, because I never played the first one. And basically all I do is go around and quest. I honestly have no idea what the story is right now.
See, I don't know if I need it to be even more open world. I feel like it was already kind of.
No, you need it more open world. It's just so good. It's so good.
Do you hunt stuff?
Yes.
Is it awesome?
Yes.
Okay.
Like the difficulty, which is funny because I read all the reviews. Everyone's like, "Oh, try a hard difficulty." So I go to normal, and I get my ass beat. And I'm like, "Do I just suck now?" Like I don't. Like I feel like I proved that I didn't suck because I beat Bloodborne, right?
Right, but you said 2 was hard too, right? You played 2 on easy.
Oh, 2 was hard though. 2, like I got in the training level, and it's got my ass.
I got
beat.
my ass beat too. Yeah.
And I was just
2
like,
was hard, yeah.
I was like, nope, I'm not gonna play this.
Yeah.
Go easy. But like I was like, I feel like I just couldn't grasp the combat all the way. Like I just didn't want to learn it. Like I just want to button smash and kill some dudes.
Yeah, it
and
felt
just
very
like that.
PC-like and not.
The controls are not like
not
as smooth
Yeah.
as it should be.
Yeah.
They're kind of
like
like
their keyboard controls.
yeah, it's kind of all over the place a little bit. But I mean, it's still good, but it's just little floaty. I feel like I want to go. It's not precise. Like I can't just go to somewhere. Like I have to like kind of go around and like really force my character to go the way. But it's really good. I'm gonna play that forever until Batman. I think that's a WB game. Which I mean, if that's WB, like good lord, that's like there's gonna be 3 in a row because it had Mortal Kombat. This will be them. And then it will be Batman, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it for real WB?
I think it's a WB game.
Yeah, it is.
Jesus, WB's on point right now.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's get to the news from last week. We're going to be a little late, but who cares? We're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
So the first news I want to start with is more sad, depressing news for me.
The saga continues.
The saga continues with Konami, which is just like... Basically, they came out and were like, hey, fuck console gamers. We're going to go back to mobile. And I was just like, why? Like, this made me so sad. Like, this is like the final nail in the coffin, or this will literally be the final Metal Gear Solid game. The final Konami game I buy from them. Which makes me super sad. Because, I mean, it doesn't. Because the only Konami games I played were Kojima games, to be perfectly honest. I played Metal Gear Solid, and I played Zone of the Enders.
Yeah.
I didn't really give a shit about anything else.
Turtles in Time's a Konami game.
Yeah, but that's old Konami. We can't talk about old Konami. Fuck
Like,
you.
1990s.
1990 Konami's great.
Yeah.
But that's
Their
it.
arcade games were on point in the 90s.
Oh, yeah. You're true.
We love Turtles in Time.
We did.
Oh my god.
I forgot about that. They
So-
did have a great arcade, like, role. They probably did a lot of licensed stuff, like Capcom did too, back in
Yeah.
the day. But, like,
I know.
get into
I'm just
3D,
being an
yeah. That's true. Zony Enders Metal Gear is all I cared about. And then, and for example, I mean, I just remember this top of the news that we should have talked about, but I'll just throw it in here right now.
Yeah.
Even the guy who did Castlevania, he left and did a Kickstarter to make a new Castlevania type game
Right. Without them.
without them.
That's true. I forgot they were Castlevania. Those are good games too.
So, like, what the hell? I mean, this is like the final sign, basically, where they're like we've been saying, that BuzzFeed is getting out of the console game
I mean,
business. Like, just
I guess they're not making enough. I don't know. Or maybe they think the future is mobile. I mean, you can make a lot of money in mobile. Don't
But
get me wrong.
do you want a mobile Metal Gear Solid?
I mean, no, I don't. But clearly people play mobile games because there's a fucking Clash of Titans or Boom Beach commercial every other commercial
That
on
is
TV
true.
right now.
That is true.
And they're like free games, and I don't understand how they make that much money. So...
Because people just buy shit. Like, they're like, fuck, I want to upgrade them.
Yeah.
50 cents.
What's the
or
one
$1.
with, what's her face, Brooklyn Decker? Age of War or something like that?
That's Kate Upton.
Oh, yeah. Whatever her name
Age
is.
of War, yeah, it is.
Forget,
Every time.
Whoever dated Andy Roddick. One of those
Yeah, she's
chicks.
just like, comes up, I'm something, and you're just like,
yeah. It's like, this is
this
depressing.
is so stupid.
Yeah.
So
So they must be making money. That's my point.
oh my god. But, back on point, I mean,
I hated it. Don't get me wrong.
yeah.
But
I mean, this is just so depressing. It's like I don't hate on mobile. Like, I don't like mobile gaming, but like I don't hate on people who like it. But when you have been primarily a console, game maker, and then all of a sudden you're like, it just feels like a giant like F you to all your fans, and basically like, screw you guys, we just care about the money.
it's a weird to switch completely. So where you like don't do both. Like,
I don't know.
like why do you have to be like, oh, we're shifting into mobile? It's like, why can't you just say, oh, we're making mobile games?
What sucks too is that just admit that you're doing this. Like this, like just like having us just like by the tail, just kind of like hanging that carrot. Like, oh yeah, no, don't worry about it. Wait for a future announcement. Blah blah blah. It's like all your shit got leaked. We know you fired Kojima. You know we're getting out of the console game market now. We know you're bitches. Just admit you're bitches and let us move the fuck on. That's all I want them to say. All right. AKA fuck you, Konami.
They basically have said that.
God damn, I hate Konami right now for all the shit they've been doing. Moving on. More brighter news. They just showed off some trailers for the next DC comic book TV show thing.
Yeah.
Basically, it's a spin-off from another spin-off kind of thing.
Yeah, which I'm worried that it's too much.
I mean, you watched some of the trailer.
Yeah.
Not all of it. Not good. Great. But I understand your feeling at first. I was the same way. I was like, this is just too much, right? Like how much spin-offs can you make from these two shows, right? But after watching the trailer, and then especially after watching the end of Season 3 Arrow, which just ended on such a sour note that just questioned if I would watch Season 4. Like, that's how bad it was. It was that bad. Like, seeing that trailer, seeing some characters, seeing how it just seemed like got the fun back from what was missing from Arrow, and took more from like Flash, so the time travel and stuff. So I'm excited about it. I mean,
Yeah, the trailer looked cool.
I'm excited
honestly.
about it. There's some spoiler stuff in the trailer. If you haven't watched all of Season 3 Arrow, I'm not going to say what it is, but
Yeah.
you'll kind of know if you watch Season 3. You're like, oh, okay. But anyways.
I'm worried that now they're writing 3 stories parallel for full seasons. Like, I don't know that they have that many ideas. and it's like gonna be like
But I don't think this is.
overlap
I
back
don't.
and
I
forth
don't.
of characters.
I don't think this is a full season. I think this is just kind of that mid-season break because
Mm.
it starts 2016. So I'm pretty sure if this shows during the winter break,
Yeah.
so you get the break from Arrow, Flash, and then you play this.
then you come
Kind of
back.
like they did it with whatchamacallit, Agents of Shield. They did Agent Carter during. it.
Oh, in between, I
Yeah.
see. And then just come back to the shows
Yeah.
before.
So if they do something like that, I think it'd be okay.
Yeah.
I mean, but we'll see. It looks fun.
It looks cool.
It looks fun.
Oh, yeah.
Moving on. This is some sad news, I guess, for a lot of Simpsons fans. I really don't care because I've been watching Simpsons forever.
In forever?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't talk. Harry, was it Shearer, voice of Mr. Burns, Ned Flanders, is leaving The Simpsons.
Yeah, I mean, your show's been on for like 30 years. Like,
That's ridiculous.
it's time.
Yeah. He's basically like, I'm done.
Although apparently he would have kept going, but they like wouldn't give him like merchandising rights. So he wanted to take like a pay cut, but like get money for like licensing because the show's gonna be on forever, and he's smart. And they wouldn't give it to him. And then he like played it off like, oh, I have other stuff going on. That's why. And then they were like, oh no, he was holding out. So I mean, but I feel for him. Like at this point, what season are they on? Like honestly, it's high 20s, right? Started in '89.
It has to be
So
as
what
old
is
as
that?
us.
Like
27.
27 seasons,
I
26
think it's
seasons.
27.
It's like, dude, the show has to end. And they just renewed it for 2 more years.
I don't know why that show should have ended after the movie. To be honest,
I mean, they're just people. I don't know anyone that still watches it.
I don't know anyone
Like
who still watches it either.
Back when we were in high school, like everybody watched it. I feel
Because
like.
you watched it 6 and 6:30.
Yeah.
1 hour of Simpsons.
Yeah.
And you loved it.
Yeah.
And now you're just like, I kind of want to go back and watch the old Simpsons, but like the new ones are terrible. They're not funny.
Yeah.
It's like how I feel Family Guy now. Family Guy should have ended a while now too, and that's just kind of like just treading water now. Like
when
I
you
just
keep
don't
doing
care.
the same thing. It's not funny.
Yeah. I just like, and I'm like, American Dad's much better than this, and I'm hope American Dad's probably can get to that way too, where I'm just like, this is not funny anymore. It's just
Right.
like end stuff. Like we talked about this last
Nothing
show.
should
Like
go past 10
nothing
years.
should go
Nothing
past, right? It's
Should go
just
past 10 years.
you need to end it. Like it gets to a point where all the creativity's gone. All the people who were, you know, the ones that were the head minds of that show and all their heart. You know, there's a time where like all that goes away, and you're just like, I'm done. Like I've done this. Like even South Park. Like I still love South Park, but like the ratio of good episodes to bad episodes, it's just like it's not good no more, right? Like you get one great episode, like oh wow, they thought of this out of nowhere, but then you get like 4 bad ones where you're like, oh, this is kind of stupid.
Not worth it.
Yeah, so it's like people let stuff die. Like
Yeah, The Simpsons should end. When you're at the point where your voice actors are leaving the show, it's over.
it's just oh my god. Getting on to some different news I want to talk about. I thought this was funny, so I wanted to
this
talk
is
about
weird.
it.
I like it though.
Basically, they're developing technology to feel anger, or artificial intelligence to feel anger, and basically they're doing this to basically help train customer service reps better, so they can know how to handle like when people are angry stuff. But this is kind of scary, especially after you watch like Age of Ultron and stuff like that. You're like, basically, this is the first step to Skynet.
Yes. That was my first thought. It was like, this will be Skynet. But, I mean, I understand why they're doing it, I guess. I don't know. I feel like you have to have all emotions, right, eventually. So,
But
just the next step.
Yeah, I just don't know. You let it make artificial intelligence feel anger, and then you get to be like, it's self-aware, and then we're just done. That's it. We're screwed.
Hates us all.
And then like Bill Gates and
Empties everyone's bank account.
Stephen Hawkins can be like, you guys are dumb as hell. We told you, bitches. You didn't listen. Now you motherfuckers die. That's what he's gonna say.
I'm excited.
I'm not excited. I don't know why you're excited. This is not exciting.
It'll be like after we're gone, you know? It'll be like
I hope it's after I'm
100
gone.
years from now.
Like, if I have any children or grandkids, be like, sorry, grandson, I'm dead. It's like, I don't care no more. I'm gonna smoke weed or do drugs and sit on the porch and wait for some AI to kill me while you go hide. Anyways, moving on. Ubisoft, we said it last week, or the week before, and it happened. They officially announced the new Assassin's Creed. It's called Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
Mm-hmm.
Out October 23rd, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. Victorian London, like it was leaked already.
Right.
You played two protagonists, twins, a male and a female. Although you look at the trailer, it's all just the male, which is again like, come on, Ubisoft, you already have like this thing about you guys being kind of a little sexist. So I don't know why you guys didn't show the female at all.
The twins.
Yes, and they still managed to screw that up. It's stupid.
Well, that footage isn't ready yet because they just made that decision.
Probably. That's so dumb. There's no multiplayer, which is I don't really care. I never played the multiplayer in Assassin's Creed. Anyways, there's new like grappling hook thing that looks like you're Batman. You grapple up hook stuff and grapple hook across.
Don't forget about the carriage riding, bro.
There's carriage riding. It looks like Gangs of New York, which I mean, it kind of looks fun, but like it's
the carriage riding looks dumb.
All right, the carriage riding looks dumb. I'm not gonna lie about that, but like
the rooftops, like Mary Poppins style, are kind of cool. I guess.
Did you watch like the whole like review trailer thing?
No.
I mean, the character just seems bland again. Like I want.
I mean, it's the same dude.
It's
literally the same dude.
I feel like it's just the same guy every time, and
it's the exact same game again.
Well, pretty much.
I mean, yeah, there's a few differences, but
I'm not like I know I'll play it, not right away. I might wait till it gets cheaper, but it's just like, you guys need to do something different, man. Like this yearly release of Assassin's Creed, just you need to stop. Take a break. Just take a break and really create a really good character. Like Ezio, to me, the two best assassins were Ezio and the guy from 4. Because 4, it was just fun. You didn't really care. It wasn't even felt like an Assassin's Creed game. It just felt like pirates. I was like, whoopie-doo. Just do this. I don't give a shit about anything else. And then Ezio was the best assassin, like, story-wise. Because, like...
that story was good.
You, like, grew with him. You started him as a kid. You see what motivated him. You saw him mature into, like a grandmaster assassin and all that.
Yeah.
And they haven't captured that again, really. And they keep just having these assassins. Like, I can't even tell you the name of the last assassin, dude. He was just some Paris dude, loved some Templar chick. I don't remember her name.
What was the first guy's name?
Altair.
Oh, yeah, Altair. Yeah. That was good, too.
Altair's...
I thought Israel was cool for the first.
Altair was cool because he was the first.
Yeah.
But Ezio definitely was the high point.
He was awesome.
But Altair, you're like, oh, there's a past with Altair, you know? And then every character, like Connor sucked. Like I said, Kenneth, whatever his name, 4 was good just because it was different. The last dude sucked. I mean, this dude looks like he's gonna suck. It'd be interesting if you play more as the female, but like they're like, oh, you play like 90% this dude and then 10% this dude. So this is gonna be like these throwaway missions. They're probably gonna be doing this shit.
Ooh, and there's female enemies too, so get excited for everyone to like.
Oh yeah, great! You're hitting,
killing women and hitting
so
women.
Stupid. I don't know. I'm not excited for this.
No,
I mean, I'm like, So yeah, look forward to that. More Assassin's Creed.
You gonna buy it still?
Probably. Told you, a bitch, but I still follow that.
No, you gotta fight it.
I can't.
Ignore it.
I have to play it. I gotta know if it's shitty or good. So every year it's a tradition. It's like Call of Duty. It's just clockwork. I'm gonna buy that shit.
But Call of Duty's still good. This isn't.
Still gonna buy it. I'll ask for it for like Christmas, so I won't buy it.
True. That's a good justification.
I won't buy it.
I
got it for free.
Except in their sales and profits.
God, it's just. Anyways, moving on.
Yeah.
More movie news. Looks like we might have gotten our new Spider-Man guy. What's his name? Asa. How you say that? Asa Butterfield.
I mean, he looks like his last name is Butterfield.
Yes. Well, he's gonna be supposedly the new Spider-Man. Although, he's the lead candidate. I guess he's not
He's on a
completely
short
locked
list.
in, but
Yes.
like pretty much kind of locked in. But you know what? Like, I can see him as a Peter Parker. I think he's got the look.
He looks really young.
Well, they're going for a young Spider-Man, so they're all going to be like 18 years old. So he's 18.
Oh, okay.
So, but he looks. I mean, he looks like a Peter Parker, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other, like, I saw. I wish I could have the page. I can't find the page. I tried it like so many times, but I saw the other candidates, and I was like, one was like too dirty looking,
Yeah.
and he was the guy from like the way back. I don't know if you've seen that movie.
Yes, I love that movie.
So it was that kid, and I was like,
So funny.
he is like, I like this kid, but he doesn't look like a Peter Parker. He's too awkward
Yeah,
looking.
yeah, yeah. Too hipster.
And then there was another kid, I forgot what he won, and he just looked too douchey. Like he just looked way too.
Like the most recent Batman. What's his name? The Social Network kid. He was kind of douchey.
He was kind of douchey, but he was still good. Like he was fun still, but
The
like,
movie was good, but I don't know. I thought he was kind of douchey.
I don't know. He was not bad to me. This guy looks like a good in
He
between.
looks good, Peter Parker, but like you have to kind of be in shape too.
Well, I'm sure he's gonna work out. Hopefully not. I mean, they might do a smaller Spider-Man. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see. I was hoping they would have done not do Peter Parker, just to do different. Just gotta be like more excited, just because it wouldn't be the third time I've gotten like another Spider-Man. But it's okay. I mean, I can roll with it.
Yeah, I mean this one's got to be good, right? Because potentially this is what's going to end up in Civil War.
Well, this is gonna be Civil War. This is what this is what Civil
This
War
is a pretty big role.
He's gonna be like, we will see him, whoever gets cast, in Captain America, the next
Right.
Captain America,
Right.
which will leave into Infinity Wars, and he will be a part of that, and then he'll get his own movie and all that stuff.
Right. So it's a pretty big cast. So I don't know.
Basically, he's going to be committed for Spider-Man forever. So if he's part of the Marvel
I guess
MCU too,
You gotta
so,
go young at that point then.
yeah. So
Yeah, I don't know. We'll
We'll
see.
see. Yeah.
He looks like a decent Peter. I don't know if I like see the transformation to Spider-Man, but
all right.
they know what they're doing.
Well, Marvel does. I don't know about
Yeah.
Sony, but we'll see. Moving on. More movie news, but good news.
Yes.
Ratchet and Clank movie.
Yes.
Come April 29, 2016.
Yes.
It's happening.
I'm pumped.
And they're going to launch a new reimagining of the original game, basically alongside with this,
Yeah.
by Insomniac.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome.
all just great, fantastic news.
Awesome all around.
So, I love Ratchet and Clank. Well, I came in Ratchet and Clank late. I never beat the first one. But my favorite Ratchet and Clank is A Crank in Time. I platinum that game.
Crank Time.
That is freaking awesome. That's when I actually started like literally loving Ratchet and Clank, because Jack Dexter died. This is really this was one of the last survivors of, like, we were talking about 3D platformers.
Yeah.
This is one of the last like survivors
Yeah.
that lasted all this time and still
like,
pretty good.
The side games kind of drove it into the ground a little bit.
Yes.
But those weren't Insomniac. And
I thought they all were Insomniac.
I don't think they did the team.
I think they did that too.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Must have been the B team.
They weren't good though.
I feel
I'll give
like
you
they-
the
like,
last good
there was
adventure
some-
game was Crank in Time. That was the last good. Ratchet and Clank.
There was Into the Nexus was after that, right?
I never played that. Did you play it?
Yeah, it was good.
Was it?
Yeah, it was good. I mean, all the core games were good. And they all had, like, a lot of different stuff. I mean, it's the same basic game, but I feel like they mixed it up enough to where I liked it. I don't know. I loved them all. I've beat them all. I think it's great, so...
I mean,
I'm excited.
I'm excited just for
I
them
think we
kind of, because I feel like,
And they can reboot it a little bit.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, I feel like it got kind of a little bit too ridiculous. That to bring it back and start from scratch again, I think that's a great idea. Especially great to bring in a new generation, because I honestly think this will do really well. If this comes out, like, when's the date again? It was
April 29th.
So April, that's like around close to summertime. If there's no big movies around that time, a kid movie, this could do gangbusters for them. Like a 1-2 punch, this in the game.
Yeah, and they always have good stories with, like, funny dialogue.
Yes.
Like, it's always well written.
So this could be a 1-2 punch right here. So this could be a really huge win for Sony.
Yeah.
Or it could tank.
Could tank. Most video game movies tank.
They usually tank, and they're pretty bad. But, I think this has a good chance of being really good.
Yeah, I mean, Focus Features has a pretty good track record, I feel like.
Plus,
Few
I think
Oscar nominations under the belt.
Insomniac actually helped write the script too. You get the actual the main voice cast from the game. They also had I forgot who they announced. They had also other actors who were in it that were really big. Who was it? Paul Giamatti's going to be in it.
Oh, awesome. As the villain.
Bella Thorne, John Goodman, Rosario Dawson, and Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, and based off those characters, it's not. I mean, are they doing it as a story of like the first one?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like. Maybe slightly reimagined, but I don't know. I'm excited.
Me too.
I think it'll be cool.
Good. Moving on. Last bit of movie news to the top of the week, which will be more movie news, but this is huge, especially for you and me, because I get to see Kate Beckinsale in leather again.
Yeah.
And I am very excited to see that. Basically, Underworld 5's happening.
Yes.
Just never die.
I don't need it to.
Underworld
Yes.
5
And
happening.
If they get 7, potentially 8, 9 Fast and the Furious, we can have 5 Underworlds.
You know what? Hell yeah. Let's just keep going, dude. Make this be like Fast 5, Underworld Fast 5. This is like a new generation of like vampires and stuff. Just have her in it. Make it hit. Have like 4 more Underworlds after this.
And it says this is going to be like a new, younger generation.
I just hope.
Vampires and werewolves.
Cool. But I just hope they don't make it fucking Twilight.
No, I don't think it will be.
If you do that. Don't get douchey younger kids. I hate douchey younger kids. Get some legit people in
Well,
there,
I'm just
bitch.
saying, I feel like the younger generation, then you can spin this into more movies, you know?
Well, yeah. But like I said, don't do douchey.
Yeah.
I hate when they do the douchey. When I see some CW characters, kids in there, I'm like, fuck this.
It's not going to be... It's going to be rated R. They've all been rated R.
I know. No, have they? Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
I just don't
They
want
like
I
throw
just
dudes into
don't
propellers and shit.
want Twilight in my underworld.
No, I don't think it's going to be it. No, it's not going to be it. It's going to be hardcore.
I just want to see Kate Beckinsale, though. She's the one vampire that I'll let her bite me. I'll put some honey on my neck. Just act like I tripped. Just, oh no, I fell. My neck's exposed.
I mean, as long as I get turned into a vampire, that's cool.
Yeah, you probably fuck me, but like, you can turn me into one? No, I'm just gonna take your blood.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's too late now.
Alright, moving on.
Yes.
Top of the week.
Yes.
Top of the week. We went, and as we talked earlier, we both saw Mad Max.
Mm-hmm.
Saw it. Watched it. Actually did a Mad Max marathon before watching the new movie, too, just to be all caught up in what's going on. We went last night. Saw this movie. Eyes got shattered.
Head exploded.
Mine got blown.
Oh my god, it was so good.
It's ridiculous. It is.
Just go see it right now.
It is probably the best movie I saw this year.
I want to go watch it again.
I've actually seen it twice now.
Nice.
Because it's awesome. I mean, I'm almost speechless to talk about this movie because it's just like we don't get movies like this anymore. Like, not that much CG, although clearly they could have just CG the hell out of this.
Right.
Just
not
everything.
Crazy. I mean, the guys swinging on the poles and shit. The real guys doing that shit.
Yeah.
They had real
The
guys.
guitar actually works.
Yeah.
It is an actual guitar, flaming guitar.
And all the cars were actual cars. I mean, I read an article like how they built them all, which body types they were, and how they split them and stuff like that. Like all real cars that they built, and like the thought process they put into them all. Like it was just like the whole world. That's why I think it's hard to talk about because it's like I don't know how you even describe it.
What? I mean, think about this movie. The whole movie is one giant chase scene.
Yeah.
That is the whole movie, basically.
And then they come back.
And then they come back, and it's another chase scene back. But it's just done. It's just so well done.
Yeah, and I feel like if you describe that to someone, like if you tell someone like, yeah, it's basically one long action scene, like you would be like, okay, this movie's gonna suck, like, or there's no story, or like you wouldn't. But it's like it's the opposite. Like the story's great. There's like character development. You love all the characters.
What's surprising about this movie too? You talk about this as action and all this stuff. It is one of the most like in terms of feminism and stuff like that. It's the most forward movie in that. There was literally 2 dudes and they're all females and like all the protagonists.
Right. Yeah.
and they all kick ass.
Yeah.
No one is weak. No one's not. Everyone's pulling their own weight.
Yeah.
Charlize Theron's almost essentially the main character of the
I think she really was, honestly. Max doesn't even say his name till the end of the movie.
Yeah, Mad Max doesn't talk like half the movie.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, he's doing some grunts and stuff, kind of cavemanish, but
Yeah. Yeah, he almost went Bane voice with it. It's kind of weird.
he kind of like it lightened up, and he's like, all right, he's talking more. I can get him a little
Yeah,
more now.
yeah.
But in the beginning, he was kind of like, oh,
It was a little weird.
But
I thought Charlize killed it, though.
Charlize killed it, and like, I mean, I mean, what more to say? Like, she was fantastic, and I mean, visually, it's beautiful. Different colors. The music was great. The boss, the villain, was awesome. Great
Just
design and costume design. I mean, it's a movie where I really wish. I hope it gets like. I know it's not going to get nominated for anything, but
Right.
at least I hope it gets mentioned for like art design or something like that, or
Yeah, even
anything
like
that.
costumes are
Because
out
like it's just out of like, how do you think of that?
the creativity was insane.
And it took them like 3 years. I read they took 3 years. They shot this movie for like 3 years without like a legit script. It was just all storyboard stuff. And I'm just like,
Like playing the action scenes. And
yeah,
stuff.
it's just like, how did you guys do this? Like,
I mean, I want to watch it again just to like piece together like what was going on, because it's like fast paced and there's so much stuff going on that it's like some of this action scenes you like lose track.
even like the crazy like white dudes, the white. I'm not gonna say like white dudes, but literally they're like painted in white.
They're like I don't know,
Like
ghoulish,
cold
ghoulish
guys. I
yeah.
mean, all of them, like all their like the stuff they were saying and chants, like that just went. You know, that's like a whole nother level deep.
Yeah,
that
yeah, like-
you have no idea what's going on. But you're like, this is awesome. I have no
Like
idea.
a new language they made up, a
Yeah.
new religion they made
Yeah,
up.
like this ridiculous religion where like basically you know what? It's almost like kind of like that Al Qaeda terrorism kind of religion thing where you sacrifice your stuff and
Just
and,
brainwashed, yeah,
and,
into like a
and you
jihad.
get into this thing. You're like almost like
Yeah,
that, you know? Because
yeah.
it's like they kept talking about the gates of was it Valhalla or
yeah.
something, Valhalla,
Which
would
is
open
like
up.
the Norse god.
You know what I'm
heaven.
saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like
Yeah, they're all talking about Valhalla and like getting a good death.
yeah.
And yeah, I mean they worship water and gasoline, which if you think about it, at the end of the world, I mean,
Basically
those
what
are
it
the two
is.
things. That's more the most violent things.
Oh my god! And then like how
Gasoline.
I mean, they have some gross parts of that movie too, like the milking. That was so nasty.
Yeah, that was definitely had the George Miller touch to it.
Yeah, it was just and like so outrageous. And they have the dude with the nasty foot, and he has like some nipple
Yeah.
piercing. He's just rubbing his
club
nipples
feet.
while he's talking. And you're just like, this is fucking.
Yeah.
What the hell am I watching? And what else? I mean, just see this movie. I mean,
Yeah. I mean, it was 98% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it came through.
and it's like 2 hours. It just blows by because you're just amazed
yeah. I
at
never
how.
I always know movies get. If I don't like even think about time or look at my watch, like it was a good movie, especially over like I guess it was at 2 hours, but I mean it was like boom, movie's over, and I was like, dang, I could have watched a few more scenes.
I mean, let's talk about like individual just performances. And we'll talk about the main guy, Tom Hardy. Like, and we talked about a little bit how he was like very cavemanish,
Yeah.
grunt like, and it kind of throws you off in the beginning a little bit. You're just like, this is kind
It
of
wasn't
weird.
really Maxie like in the first sense of the first movies. I feel like.
Yeah, but like you get towards the middle, he starts opening up, and he's definitely his own Mad Max. Like
Yeah.
he's not the Mel Gibson Mad Max, but
And I think maybe what his thinking was is that this is years after those films, and he's like even as crazy as Max gets in the first three, like he's even more hardened now because he spent even more time out in the wasteland.
that's true. But one thing that's not clear: is it a sequel or is it a reboot? Because
I think it's a sequel.
and this is why I say this because he clearly in the first movie has a wife and
Yeah.
a little little boy, who gets ran over, and that's what spawns him to going in. In this movie, it's like some little childhood girl thing, and I'm like, is this his kid? Is this just like because he also has that flashback with like other people in it, like there's other people say they failed me, so did he just fail a village and now he's like whatever, and some other guy ran down, or is this really his child? Because she said something about Papa too. You're not really sure.
Was it? It was a son in the first movie?
He has a son, little childhood boy named Sprague.
Oh, I thought it was a daughter. Shit. I didn't even realize that.
That's why I was like, is this a flashback? Is this a reboot? Is this what? I don't know.
Yeah, they made it seem like it was his daughter. Like,
but they never go out and say, this is your daughter.
Right.
And then he has flashbacks of other people who are like, you failed me. So it's like, maybe it's not his daughter. Maybe it's just someone who said she was a daughter. Or like, he was like father-like to her. And another thing. There's something that happened that we don't know, really. And it doesn't seem like it relates to the first films.
Yeah.
But, that being said, it was still really good. Still really good performance. Some good action. I love the voiceover in the beginning too when he eats the freaking
yeah.
That was freaking awesome.
Yeah, the two-headed yeah, I think they definitely set it up for a sequel too.
Well, I think there's going to be multiple sequels, to be perfectly honest. I just hope it's not, Avatar level where I don't get it for like a billion years and I don't care about it anymore.
Yeah.
Like Avatar, I don't care about Avatar 2 or 3 anymore.
I still want to see
Avatar. Going back, moving on to characters. We already talked about Charlize Theron, and she's really well done. Let's talk about Nick Holt.
Yeah.
And what a job he did, too. Like, he was crazy as hell.
Yeah.
Like, you wouldn't even know that was Nick Holt.
Yeah.
He was just insane.
Yeah, I thought he was really good, and I like what they did. I honestly didn't really see that coming. Like, he kind of seems like a throwaway character at first.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, why are they spending so much time on this guy? And then, like, a few different times you think he's, like, dead and gone, and he, like, comes back in, and then he's, like, finally, like, a mainstay. But you're right, yeah, I think he had a really good... And I think that helped kind of, too, with, like, getting some character development and getting an insight into the crazy dudes and how brainwashed they were.
Yeah.
So you kind of understand the society they're in more.
Yeah.
Because without him there, you wouldn't really get how crazy these guys were and what made them so crazy. So.
Yeah. But yeah, it's all well done.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to say about this movie?
Go see it again.
Go see it, pretty much.
So good.
So that was basically, that's basically our talk about Mad Max. Just best movie of the year so far.
Definitely. Agreed.
This year has been pretty good so far. I'm not gonna lie. Avengers was good. You said Pitch Perfect was good.
What's coming up? Like, I don't even know. I was just waiting for Mad Max for so long.
Me too. Fantastic Four, Ant-Man.
Honestly, the Fantastic Four trailer, I didn't even get that excited.
I'm excited for that just because of the director. Because he did Chronicle, and I loved Chronicle.
Yeah.
But we'll see what happens with that. The one I'm looking forward to next is Spy, to be perfectly honest.
It's a weird movie, I feel like, to look forward
to. It just looks funny to me. I'm down for it. It's just, I'm on board for that movie.
Yeah.
So.
What about San Andreas, movie of the year?
If Rock, I'm going to say this for a long time. If The Rock either rock bottoms a building or does a people's elbow to a building, I will see that movie.
No, I feel like it's going to be garbage.
It's probably going to be bad.
Yeah, I don't know. Entourage movie looks great.
Entourage.
Excited for that.
I might have the Entourage marathon and get caught up and watch all of it again before I do that.
That should be good.
All right. Anyways, I think that's about our show. Yeah. Sorry it was late this week. We'll be back on time next week. Hopefully our topics our topics will be not late because God knows what happened the last couple of days too that we didn't talk about.
Yeah, I haven't really looked. But technically, if it happens this week, it'll be on next week.
Oh, it's very true.
See what we did there?
Trickery.
Saved it.
I like that trickery.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm Stefan. This is Kevin.
Yeah.
This is the last cast. We'll be back next week. Bye.
Later.